If I had lived by the rules that everybody else set, I wouldn't have ever graduated college. I wouldn't have ever had my son, because it all would have been, no, you didn't do it this way.
One door opens, another opens, another opens, another, and next thing you look back and say, how did I get here?
Your parents didn't choose you. It was just the luck.
How old are you?
75.
69.
What does it feel like to be 75? And what does it feel like to be 69?
It feels like 49.
Really? Physically and mentally and everything?
Physically, mentally. I just signed a 7-year employment contract.
Wow.
We travel. It's wonderful.
And what does it feel like to be 69?
Like I just have learned enough to get started.
Really? Why do you feel so good?
I think our children are in their late 20s and successful and happy, and that was a goal. Our careers have been fantastic. We get to just focus on ourselves now, very selfishly. It's great.
Yeah. I love that. Is there a perfect age if you could go back in time and relive any?
Today.
Today?
If I went back and changed anything, I wouldn't be here today.
Is there something that we tend to put a lot of priority on when we're younger that as we get older we realize isn't actually that important?
Competitiveness. You really don't have to beat everybody at all costs.
So who do you have to beat?
Yourself.
And how would you go about that?
By being the best person you can be, by giving back to the community.
How would you recommend for someone to break out of that train of thought? If they are currently always comparing themselves, how would you recommend that they go about, transitioning out of that?
Look inside and really realize and accept what'll make you happy.
Do some volunteer work. Volunteer work in a community that needs help.
Is there one experience that everyone should have before they turn 30?
Oh, that's a hard one. No, I don't think there is. I flunked out of college the first time I went in, and then I ended up with a master's in business administration years later. I had my son when I was older than God. If I had lived by the rules that everybody else set, I wouldn't have ever graduated college. I wouldn't have ever had my son, because it all would have been, no, you didn't do it this way.
Do something that puts you so far out of your comfort zone that there's no turning back.
Is there something that you did that was like that?
Yeah, I mean, I was in Afghanistan when the Russians rolled in.
Okay.
And I was in Iran when the Shah was overthrown and they took the American prisoners. I didn't plan on being there at that time, but I was there.
Were you in the military, or you just happened to be there?
No, I was traveling. So I was just.
But you wouldn't recommend that. That's not what you're.
My point is, that could be in a city. That could be, when I said community service, that could be you stepping out of your comfort zone. Move into a really difficult neighborhood that's going to challenge you. Try and see the world through other people's eyes.
Yeah.
I think that we just need to look at each other and realize that, as corny as it is, that we are all humans. People that have less when they were 5 years old, that wasn't their plan. At 5 years old, they didn't say, I think I'll be a teenage mother at 13 and be poor and have nothing. I think we have to remember, we were all, if you have something more than that, it was luck. Your parents didn't choose you, it was just the luck. My son didn't choose me, it was just the luck. So I think we have to remember, we don't all have the same opportunities, and it's up to us to make sure that others have the same opportunities we do. And nobody's more important, and nobody's less important.
What is a big mistake that you have made, or a big regret that you have that has shaped your life?
I was too competitive sometimes at work back in the old days. I probably didn't treat some people very nicely.
Sometimes when you make a choice when you're in your 20s, you don't realize the implications of how things are going to roll out in your life. You have to be able to make a choice.
Make a decision and then make it right.
Make a decision and make it right. Because you wind up, one door opens, another opens, another opens, another, and next thing you look back and say, how did I get here?
Yeah.
It's a matter of continuing to adapt your aspirations to where you're at and the opportunities in front of you, and not get hung up on the goals that you set.
Yeah.
Keep open to the possibilities all the time.
It's progress, not perfection.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, then you'll definitely like this video right here. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure to do that. I'm Will, and it's a Mindset. See you next time.